Hello, boys, girls, and MBs. We're back. Wow, I think my microphone's a little bit loud. I come back and I have a loud mic. Let's see if I can bring that down a little bit. All right, is that good? How's everyone doing? How's everyone's evening or morning, afternoon, depending on where you are in the world doing? Today we're going to be talking about, as you might have seen from the title, the Denims and sort of Ethan situation. I left the internet for a little bit and came back to see that Ethan is still having an epic crash out. So that's awesome. It's a sad state of affairs. There we go. Mike sounds a lot better now, doesn't it? I feel like I was yelling at you. And then what else do we have going on here? Not streaming for a while, probably scared away my audience. But anyway, what else do we have going on here? Did anyone see this on Twitter? Right here, this probably has the most views of anything I've ever seen get views on Twitter. I don't know why it's so juiced up with views. They put ads on it. This whole tips for men thing. I like this thing right here. Tips for men. Shut the fuck up. That's funny. I think tips for men's an odd thing. There's never, few and far between are there good tips for men on the internet. But, dude, hey, man. Why these things? I see ads for this crap on the road all the time. You guys ever see that when you're driving? Those Advent, it's like Advent, whatever frickin', I don't even know what it's called. It's like they have ads for it on the road. But anyway, yeah, we're going to watch this because this went crazy viral on the internet. I want to talk about it a little bit because it's so fucking dumb. Another thing. This is the video we're going to get into. There's two Denims videos I saw. There's this one, which I don't know if I really want to get into this. This one could be a waste of time. This was the misogynistic streamer that Ethan put on his Instagram story as a part of his Denims harassment campaign. And the other part of the harassment campaign led to a creator like this. Right here, Cold Raven Rants, making a video called Dumbest Human on Earth. Definitely not misogynistic at all. Oh god, not that video. Can't escape it. Haha, what's up, Ryan? How you doing? Good to see you again. Miss seeing you. Haven't streamed for a while. I do find it really funny that I leave. Okay, can I say something real quickly before I get into this? Because Ethan's name is in my title. While I was, I don't know, touching grass, not on the internet, just doing my thing in life, right? Can I tell you how many people I came across that just stopped me in my tracks to be like, is Ethan okay? These are not just internet people. These are normies. My normie friends are asking me if Ethan is okay. They've even said they stopped watching H3. They said they had H3 as a background noise sort of thing. They've stopped. They've dropped the ball. So I don't know what that says, but yeah, if non-online people are saying that, it's a pretty obvious sign that he's losing his mind, which is crazy to think about because when I did that stream with Ethan, in the thumbnail and title, they had 40 people in it. Literally 36 out of 40 of those people were like, "Nah, man, you don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it. He's all good, man. Nothing's happening to him." And I was like, it was really weird. But let's watch this video because I've had it in my freaking had this in my tabs for a while now. So we'll get into that in a sec. But I want to watch that. I want to watch not this. This is even funnier though, right here. Ethan Klein begging on his hands and knees for people to laugh at Hassan. Ethan claims Hassan is responsible and obsessed with him. Talks about him every day. Yeah. Did you guys see this clip too of Asmongold showing his earnings? And he's like, I can earn 10 times the amount by running ads, but he doesn't because they're annoying. That shit was crazy. But anyway, let's go back. Let's watch this. Let's watch. Should we do it, Ryan? Should we do it? And then we'll get into the Denims video. All right, here we go. Here, let's do tips for men, and I'll turn this down, and we'll get right back into it. Tips for, oh geez, I hit the wrong button. Tips for men, I think, is just a funny thing in general. As soon as I see a thumbnail like this, I'm with a guy with something covering his mouth, looking all jacked like this, I sense some crazy shit's gonna happen. Oh. So far, you know, brushing his teeth. This right here. I thought this was wine at first. It turns out this is like an expensive bottle of water. Okay, pay attention to the times in this. 4 o'clock, 4:17. What was he doing there? What is this on his nose? And why is he awake at 4 a.m.? Is he what's that called? Where you sit in silence and you just think? What's that called?
So we're gonna be serious about the Lord's business.
What is happening here? Why is it? What did you see that time hop? Look at this. So he's journaling at 4:42. So for 20 minutes he's journaling. 4:55 right here to 5:30. So this is what he's doing. Yeah, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you dunk your face in the ice. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of, like, you ever see those girls that do those, like, get ready with me videos? Which, that's a whole nother conversation of itself. But that's what this reminds me of right here, this thing. What is that? Oh, it says AirPods. So, if I'm not mistaken, this started at 3:52 a.m. And by the time we get to where we're at, 7:30. So he spent close to 4 hours just getting ready in the morning and doing simple workouts. Huh? You know, just go dive in your pool. Tips for men. Get in your pool that you have, go take a dive. It's warm where everyone's at. He woke up at 3 to get an hour off work done and do nothing else. I know. This guy has done nothing. Like, he's still doing nothing. I don't understand, and like, this could be a fault of my own not understanding this, but what is the whole thing now with like these fitness influencers having to go in like a body of water, like dunk themselves in ice? What is this? I remember watching these tips videos, not out of seriousness, just seeing them in like Curtis Connor's videos or seeing them in like Drew Gooden's videos or like whoever, when they used to goof and gaff, and probably even like, dare I say, bad name to drop now because I don't watch them anymore. But like back then, like Cody Ko. But I remember I never saw these influencers. They'd go in like a sauna. That's what they would do. But now they're all going in like a body of water, like an ice tank. Like, what is it? What's happening here? Is that like some new thing I'm missing out on? what just happened there? What was that whole thing? The Zamboni guy. What? Why did that need to be filmed? Hey, yo! Hey, yo! I feel like my mic is really loud today. Is my mic loud? It feels loud. I feel like I bumped these mics. Ew, I'm burping. These mics have a thing in the bottom of them. I'm wondering if I accidentally hit that. Maybe it's like this that's making it loud. I hope it sounds okay. What is up with this banana peel on the face? What does a banana peel on your face do? Doesn't that smell like disgusting after a while? Can we look this up? What does putting a banana peel on your face do? We're looking this up. Is there healing properties here? Rubbing a banana peel on your face, particularly the inner side, is claimed to brighten skin, reduce inflammation, and potentially fade acne scars due to the peel's antioxidants. Skin brightening, moisturizing, a banana peel. That's what I gotta say to that. That's crazy.
So
yo, this is the second time. So he before he gets on his calls, he dunks his face in the bucket in the thing of ice.
At it, bro, we gotta go ahead and get in at least 10,000.
The most fake clip ever. Why does that bacon look? Is that turkey bacon? Because I hate turkey bacon. That just looks fake. It looks disgusting and gross. That might be turkey bacon, but it looks like Play-Doh.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I have that stuff right there. The Mike's Hot Honey. I have not tried it on eggs. I should try that on eggs tomorrow. Mike's Hot Honey is fire. If you don't eat Mike's Hot Honey, you're missing out, dog. These are the tips for men. Dude, this is the best tip for men right here. I'm totally doing real work on a real call. We gotta get at least 10,000. Yeah, these are totally normal things that people say when they get on a business meeting. They usually get on the call and they're like, yeah, we gotta get at least 150K today, brother. Yeah, says nobody. I also, dude, for the record, tips for this is my like thing. All right, when you look up, like, when you're a dude, you're a bro, and you're looking for tips, if you're on the internet and you're looking for, like, tips, you're not going to really land on anything, like, too useful for the most part. Like, you're probably going to fall down, like, a misogynistic pipeline of sorts. You might even land on, like, I don't know, Andrew Tate. Every here and there you'll come across maybe, like, a good fitness influencer or something. Like, maybe on, not that I watch him, but, like, if I had to pick of, like, people to land on, between, you know, something like an Andrew Tate, or maybe you'd see, like, Bradley Martin or whatever. Like, I'm just scrolling down this thing right here. It's like, this is the tips for men page right here. Faceless YouTube is the easiest way to make money online. Even 14-year-olds make 14-year-olds make 10,000 a month. You don't start your own faceless YouTube channel. Come on. It's better not. This looks like phishing. I'm scared to click this. This might be phishing. I have to open this up now. What is like? It's like hard to come across like actual like if you want to get actual tips, you just talk to your friends in real life. that you see doing the right thing or whatever and talk to them. I don't know. Talk to your friends. The internet is going to give you more bad tips than good tips, is my opinion on it. If you like actually search and take time into researching stuff, you might land on like some stuff that's like very specific, like certain clothes to wear for certain events or occasions, or you might run across like different diets, right? People are like, you have to have Meredith, how you doing? Good to see you in here. Thanks for messaging me the other week too. That was really cool. Yeah, just talk to friends, okay? I don't know what it's like because I'm not a woman. And I've never searched tips for women on the internet. I've never even searched tips for men, but I've seen the silliness that comes with tips for men. But I don't know what it's like, being anyone else searching for tips. And I'd imagine it's a similar pipeline. But enough yapping on that. We've talked about this enough. Right here, let's jump right over to this. Why not? Also after that, I might watch the new Sandwich. Sandwich dropped a vlog. We might watch that together. But anyway, right here, Cold Raven Rants. All right. I threw this a quick dislike. I didn't like the title, but it has 186 upvotes. And YouTube has this new thing right here where you can ask the video what it's about. And right up here it says, curious what you're watching? Here's some help. And then one of the choice selections was, it said, are they making fun of them? So I clicked on that and it said 8. The video calls Denims it says, yes, the video's making fun of Denims. Which I love Denims, by the way. Don't get it twisted. Denims is awesome. I watch Denims probably about as often as she's on. How's the mic sound, chat? Mic sound pretty good? Hope it does. So anyway, it says, the video calls Denims the stupidest human being on planet Earth. Which, goddamn, bro. The video mocks Denims for inability to hold the mug correctly. Mic sounds fine. Okay, cool. The video highlights Denims' refusal to back down from her agreement even after chat points out she's wrong. Denims' ridicule for her views and memory refusal to accept she's wrong. Oh my god, dude. See, are people just going to start doing this instead of watching a YouTube video? I'll just be like, alright, I got the points and go. Alright, let's watch it. By the way, Denims, very cool streamer, but this person thinks otherwise. Let's see what the talking points are. They're going to be real good. Chat, are you ready? We ready? We can take a deep breath together for this one. All right, let's go.
Congratulations! You've been elected to receive the prize of the stupidest human being on planet Earth. Stop by to receive your award.
Says the man who gets a lot of ladies in his life. I can already tell. One thing that sticks out to me about dudes that are good with women, they usually start off their videos or someone in the video point out that women are stupid. That's usually a good tall tale sign right there.
Now, who's getting this award, you may be asking? None other than the streamer known as Denims. What makes her so dumb? Well, I got that answer for you. For starters, she can't even hold a mug correctly. Not making that up. She is double gripping a mug.
Bro, I don't know if you guys saw this earlier in the stream, but I literally went like this. I've also held this mug like this. Does it matter how you hold a mug? Is the world going to collapse because you held a mug differently than someone else? Do people's brains work differently? Jesus, man.
Mug. Guys, mugs have handles for a reason. Hold it by the handle. The handle. The handle. It's not an accessory for looksy-dooksies. It's not something for you to just...
She's told why this one he's even focused on. I don't know. I know I think this guy is misogynistic. I know. Another thing too, sometimes I'll say this. Okay, sometimes I react to videos like this, and then I after stream will get off of stream, and then I'll go, did I just waste my time saying something really obvious? And was that even worth the commentary because it's so obvious that said person is wrong? And then I'll land on a video like this where this fellow is like, excuse me, you're holding the mug wrong. Got him. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not wasting my time. There's actually worse content out there.
Just gawk at like, my cup have handle? Yes, does not. Hold it by the handle.
What was that? Hey, yo. What is this all about?
It's not something for you to just gawk at like, Well, I got that answer for you. For starters, she can't even hold a mug correctly. Not making that up. She is double gripping a mug. Guys, mugs have handles for a reason. Hold it by the handle. The handle. The handle. It's not an accessory for looksy-dooksies. It's not something for you to just gawk at like, my cup have handle? Yes, does not. Hold it by the handle.
Huh?
That's for one. And for two,
have you guys ever seen anyone get this mad about how someone holds a handle on a coffee mug? Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey dude. Hey man. Get more pissed off at something else. Don't get mad at how someone's holding a mug. Like, this dude looks so mad.
what if I told you she made a stupid statement, her entire chat just clobbered her, stood by that stupid statement, and then on top of that, she gets clobbered live by an article and still does not forfeit her argument after getting clobbered by, I guess, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 people. I don't know how many people on her live chat, but she got clobbered by an article and her live chat. What led her to this huge clobbering? Well, it was Ethan Klein / H3H3. He's been under a microscope as of recent and getting into a lot of controversy because essentially this controversial thing that has happened is his kid's getting sick. Yep, you heard that correctly. His kids got sick. And
Wait. Do you guys remember the whole thing with Ethan and the whole poop thing where it was like he was on stream and then he was like saying how his kid was like supposedly like bare butt like dragging on the ground or something, and then it was like that whole thing where you like basically ingest like someone's shit and then you get sick. And he said that like he was starting to get an Ela got it, like he got it, and then I think like someone called CPS on him. Do you guys remember that whole thing?
I only said this a few videos ago. Kids get sick all the time. Developing immune system, plus they're not smart. They're crawling on the floor, blah, 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 especially a 3 and a 5-year-old. Crawling on the floor. Guess what happens when you pick up a 3-year-old and a 3-year-old has one tooth coming out of his fucking face and is sitting there with formula breath? You think he's gonna sit there and be like, I understand microorganisms, bacteria, parasitical infection? No! It's a 3-year-old. He's sitting there crawling and touching different surfaces, touching his own eyes and putting his hand in his mouth. That's what 3-year-olds do. And guess what happens? He also has dogs. So you put a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old in the same exact room as a dog and in the same living environment. Dogs aren't much smarter. It's not going to stand there on its hind legs and say, hey man, take your hand out of your mouth, because if that happened, I'd be shitting bricks. Okay? But speaking of that, guys, what the problem really is the fact that these kids, they got a parasitical infection that is typically related to dogs' feces. And because of this, and this got out, I think Ethan Klein's the one who talked about it, right? This got out.
I know, that's what I'm wondering. Why is this guy going off about Ethan right now? What does this have to do with Denims?
And people were sitting there like, it's because his house is a minefield. It's a giant minefield, and you gotta sit there and walk around, and if you open the front door, this giant mudslide door.
Let's
what it
fast
is. Welcome to the internet. Everything horrible happens. So with that being said, CPS was called on him.
Okay.
And then just dipped out. It's like that's house. And his wife, being a tell you what, this chick literally states, 3-year-olds can't form.
Oh, here we go.
I don't want my children to talk with CPS because it can create bad memories. That's possible, right? This chick Denims opens up her mouth and she states possibly the dumbest thing. It's so dumb it has to go into a museum. Let me tell you what. This chick literally states, 3-year-olds can't form memories.
Okay. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Okay, let me set the record straight here. As someone that was watching this live stream live when it happened, when she said this, she did not say, "Oh, 3-year-olds cannot form memories." What she got wrong, that, you know, a good majority, myself included, did disagree with her on, was she said something along the lines of like, children aren't able to form memories before like 5 years old or something like that. And when you looked this up, because I remember I looked it up, when can children form memory? Yeah, I remember I looked this up, and it was like, yeah, she was like, children can't form memories till they're 5. And I remember I looked this up, and it was like around 3 or 4 memories by age 6, 7. Now this is different for everybody, so I don't think this is like one thing, but it definitely was like a bit of a stretch of a compliment for her to say that. Just a little bit of a stretch. And there were people within her own community that disagree with this. I'm not the only one that disagreed, but oh my god, this guy. Let's see what else he had to say on this.
Entire chat turned on it. We're like, dude, I had memories when I was 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, 5, all this other stuff. And then she sits there and says, you're saying you have a collection of 50 plus memories? Name 10 memories. Like, dude, shut the fuck up, y'all. Like, just do me 2 favors. Can you do me 2 favors? First favor, shut your mouth. Second favor, keep it shut. Okay, I'm not asking for much here. But on top of that, she then pulls up an article to prove her point. She's about to prove her point. We're all about to get clobbered. Are you ready for the easy clobber? The article proves her wrong. The article literally states, now she may have a kindergartner's reading comprehension, but let me tell you this much. The article states the average age.
Why is this guy not pulling up any sources at all? He's just a talking head. I like how he's like saying this, but not pulling anything up.
For a person to create memories is 3.5. That means you can create memories before, which is completely possible. Because did you know, every human being develops at a different level. Well, you're not really creating memories. Well, then what are you doing? What does that mean? You're not really. You're either are or you're not. There's no.
Dude, I think this guy, you know what this, I feel like this video's already over. Like, I don't think I need to watch any more of this.
More than me, more than you, more than a scientist. Those
Let's
guys
see.
are lab coats.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I was just going to say that. This seems like, you know what this reminds me of? This is like an ex-Denims fan. Like this strikes me as a dude that like watched Denims, maybe had like 2 or 3 things he disagreed with, and then one day thought, I'm going to see if Denims is still streaming. Went into the stream, heard this point, or saw a clip, and then was like, okay, that's it. It's my final thread. I'm going to make a video. It's like the dumbest shit to make a video on. God, and I thought I made dumb videos. Jesus, man. What else is this guy talking about here? Bullying Down syndrome kids? Can I smash? Dude, I don't know about this guy's channel, man. This is like, I don't know. It's a little fried. I wanted to play. I actually forgot about this. Did you guys see this situation here? I don't think we're going to get into this in the stream because it's like almost a 2-hour video. But I'm Alex left a horrible response to the situation. If you guys remember this one from a while back with his girlfriend that he like basically abused. Yeah, this was. You have some reviews. I didn't want to have that in my watch history. Yeah. I felt that. Did you watch Adam McIntyre review it? I know Adam's been reviewing it. I also, there's this right here. Atozy put out a new Jack Doherty video. Jack Doherty did something again here. Let's see.
Accident this time. Denial that he destroyed his own career. Once he acted like he was on the top of the world, harassing people in public for his stream content, then hiding behind his bodyguard when anyone confronted him about his behavior.
Atozy's awesome. The Adam coverage, yeah, I like Adam. Adam's cool. Adam's on tour. Adam's in Japan right now.
What? Well, probably got do. What you gotta do?
And now his luck is seemingly running out, as he just had a complete meltdown after.
Dude, I think that's kind of crazy that, like, regardless of age, even if you are like 17 or 18, or even I see people that are like close to my age doing this, still like harassing people in public just for eyeballs. It's pretty sad, man.
After being banned again and having his appeal for his ban being denied. So it truly seems like the career he once had has now been taken away from him yet again. So today we're talking about Jack Doherty, likely the second most disliked streamer in the world. After getting back from covering the most disliked one in Korea, I realized Jack has been imploding on social media over the last couple of weeks. So remember when Jack said this in his comeback stream about 2 months ago?
But I'm gonna be good. I'm not gonna be too cocky just for the first week, just because everyone that didn't believe in me, man. But listen, I'm gonna be way more humble moving forward, and I'm never gonna up again. I know I've said it a million times, but trust me, bro. It was an accident. What happened? What got me banned was an accident. Accidents happen, bro. That's why it's called an accident.
Okay, have fun. I don't buy it. I guess we'll see how that ages. Yeah. That aged like milk left out in a hot car because he's banned again. And you can't even claim that what happened was an accident this time. If you've been following my series of videos covering Jack Doherty's situation, you probably remember the incident that forever changed his life as he knew it, the McLaren car crash, which resulted him in getting a permanent ban from Kick for reckless driving. And the quotation marks were there because he was unbanned. But not before the desperate attempts to get money from his fans through launching meme coin pump and dumps. Obviously, Kick somehow decided to unban him after 3 months of his supposed permanent.
Okay, here's the interesting thing about people like Jack Doherty. Maybe this is just a me thing, but do you guys ever just watch content and then think about it later on? Do you know what I mean by this? Like, by thinking about it, I mean like assess what you watched and then been like, I don't know, I should watch that anymore. Or like, I'll like ask a friend about this and see what they think. Or just like questioned anything a little bit. That's one thing, like, I do not understand how, like, there's actual Jack Doherty fans. I'm sorry, but, like, this dude just gets in trouble, pisses people off, and is, like, widely hated by the internet. Like, I could not imagine hanging out with a friend being like, oh, yeah, I'm watching Jack Doherty. Like, if I told a friend that, they would probably tell me I'm the most insane person they've ever met.
Ban. And obviously, you just saw the clip of Jack saying from now on, he was going to be a humble, down-to-earth person that was going to behave on the platform. Well, his career is basically a streaming equivalent of a zombie, as it just keeps on dying and coming back to life, but each time he returns, it's more decayed and brain dead than ever, because the new ban comes in just 9 days after Kick reversed the previous perma-ban on January 9th of this year. And I say perma-ban because you never know with Kick, clearly. Because the last one was supposed to be permanent, but who knows? But either way, bro's like, yeah, I learned my lesson. I'm going to behave. And then he didn't even last like 2 weeks. Dude is a Hall of Fame moron because Kick is clearly one of those platforms where you really have to try to get banned. It takes a special kind of moron to get banned on Kick. As the only other streamer I know that's banned from Kick.
Yeah, like Kick will not, like it. Kick just has basically no rules. You gotta really fuck up to get banned from Kick. Like, Kick is the kind of place that, like, you're gonna be using slurs and, I don't know, being, like, pro-Nazi or something. and you could still be okay on kicks. It's like, I don't even know. They barely have any rules over there.
Is Johnny Smalley, and he might be the dumbest human being on the planet.
My 12-year-old nephew, when you watch Jack, it's crazy to be banned from kick. But yeah.
You may be asking, what happened this time that forced Kick to ban Jack one more time permanently? Well, during a stream on January 18th, in which he was collaborating with World of T-Shirts, or Joshua Block, who we've also covered here on this channel, Jack, while walking around, got slapped in the face by a stream sniper. And in case you guys don't know what stream sniping is, it's essentially using someone's stream to find out where they are. Originally, this was in-game, but in the IRL streaming context, the stream sniper's purpose is to track down the streamer's location and then insert themselves into the stream somehow. Like, this guy just showed up and slapped Jack. Now, getting slapped it sucks, but it's not really a bannable offense because it's not your fault. There's nothing you can really do there. But it's safe to say what happens next in this clip definitely is, because instead of just handling the situation reasonably to avoid even more conflict, Jack goes and beats up this guy with the security guards. He chases the guy down and then hits him back, and of course, his bodyguard has to jump in and help, while the cameraman is recording everything. Because Jack has to live stream every terrible decision in his life, including assaulting someone for content. So obviously, Kick decided they'd had enough and banned him again. He only found out later when he was—
Bro. If you're getting banned by Kick that many times, you should like reassess your own like mental well-being, just straight up.
Already in the car, checking his phone, and someone sent him a screenshot of his Kick page that read, "Oops, something went wrong. We can't find the page you're looking for."
See, I just got banned on Kick.
Oh, because then he went over to Party or whatever, right? Is that what Atozi's gonna get at? Didn't he switch over to this? Right? Let's see.
He is with his platform. Okay, you got smacked. That sucks. Let your security handle it, and you go on and continue streaming. You don't live stream yourself beating up the guy to protect your ego. The only way that's self-defense is if he was continuously a threat to you. But he bitch slapped you and ran. Retaliating would not be self-defense, because all he did was he stooped to the instigator's level. Any creator would know you can't broadcast yourself fighting someone. And the instigator here got exactly what he wanted, as Jack is now permanently banned from streaming on Kick and has essentially lost his streaming career, all because this instigator decided to smack him. That is like the ultimate W for this instigator. So, how long is this permanent ban going to last this time? Who knows, but it's already been over a month, and it doesn't seem like he's getting unbanned anytime soon, at least for now, because Kick was a major revenue source for Jack, as I covered in the interview with Pat God in my last video. So, getting banned for a second time in less than
Message was to Kick.
Yeah, see, look.
Let me know. I wrote.
Is Atozy just like rehashing old Jack Doherty stuff? Didn't I just say this? I literally just said. Then he's gonna talk about how he went over to Party.
You and lick my Eddie. You and all your Australian friends. They all suck. I'm sorry, you guys are a bunch of these. You're turning into Twitch, and you know what? Twitch is better because I'm actually live on Twitch right now because it's not a liberal ass platform like you guys. I hope Trump keeps you out the border as well. You liberal little in Australia. Go. Oh, am I on Twitch? Am I getting banned? Wow. In GTA 5.
I mean, at this point, it's just pathetic. It also just says so much about his content.
Is Twitch even a liberal platform anymore, dude?
When you're getting banned on Kick of all places. I also love how he's streaming on Twitch while actively dissing Twitch at the same time, saying that Kick is becoming like them. Yet, all he wants to be on is Kick, because his big problem is he's built this audience of kids that orbit on Kick and not Twitch, which is also problematic because, everything this guy shills is 18 plus, OF, and gambling. But after his meltdown, he decides to challenge Eddie, one of the CEOs of Kick, to a boxing match. And 2 seconds later, he then steps back and says, no, wait, the CEO of Party, he should be the one fighting Eddie, while he's...
Wait.
But now, an electric bike incident as well, because apparently he bought one of those, and that sent him to the hospital a couple times.
Alright guys, I crashed my dirt bike another time, and this time I think I broke my collarbone. Hit my head.
No more.
And as I hinted to earlier, this isn't the first time something like this has happened to him.
Jesus, dude.
Am I bleeding bad? Should like this?
Yeah. You do that and then.
Oh, oh,
Oh. You good?
yeah, I'm good.
Holy.
Oh, I'm done with that.
Oh my God.
God, this is just someone that will do any freaking thing for views. Hurt his shoulder. Let's see.
So maybe that's just the appeal to his content. Jack is basically just the architect and mastermind of his own downfall. Yet he just keeps on walking this very thin line, swaying.
I want to see what the comments say on this. Let's see. He records himself harassing people and his journalist IP saying it's not his fault. I don't. Jeez, man. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. We can do a couple things here. We can get over to the Sam video. Before we do that, before we do the Sam video, let's watch this Asmon clip. Asmongold's an interesting fellow. He's becoming like the Asmongold's becoming like Twitch's #1 political streamer lately, but he's in denial about it. I went into his stream one day and I said, "Are you the #1 political streamer?" And he said no. But he is. I don't watch him, by the way. I see clips of him floating around all the time.
That's how much money I made in the last month on Twitch.
Look how much money. 40,000 a month.
Right there. That's the number. Yep. That's crazy? No, it's
He should use some of that money to hire a cleaning service to clean out his bedroom.
low. I should be getting this much with a 0 behind it. And if my channel was monetized with ads and I ran ads, you could put a 0 behind this number. I'm not kidding you. A month. 1 month. 400K. If not more. If not more. And so, yeah, to me, the reason why I don't really push this a lot or anything like that, 40K, you got no ads? Because of Prime. Because there's, or Turbo, I mean. Because so many people watch that, and like you also have like some subs and stuff like that. That helps too, right? But in a general sense, another big reason is just very simply because of that. And
Jesus, man. All right, let's do this. Was it on X maybe? Look at my I don't know if anyone else is this is funny. Wait, what? What is this? Kyrie Irving knows about racism being the
You can't be proud of your history because you're this skin tone. Like, people really got killed because they were a different skin tone, bro. You know how stupid that is? You know how ignorant you got to be to put somebody in a tree and hang them because they're black? It's probably the dumbest shit I ever heard, bro, to be honest with you. Like, and I say this from not an ignorant standpoint, by the way, so shout out to the educators. I'm not diminishing you know, what you put out there and what I've learned. I'm saying that it's one of the dumbest things ever. It really is. It's one of the, it really is, bro. You really don't like somebody because they're a different color, they're a different religion, bro. That's the dumbest shit ever for me. I don't get along with people like that, bro. And I don't have time to listen to people like that. Literally, you're trying to downplay the fact of racism and then say, pick up your bootstraps and work harder, when there's a whole system designed to oppress people that have darker skin tones. So you can judge me when you see me at a basketball court. You can say all these nasty things. People have said nasty things to me before. I've heard people say different things to people before, but you don't even fucking know who I am. That's what I'm saying.
This camera angle is crazy. This is a crazy camera angle. Oh man, I'm tired. Sorry for my scattered stream tonight, by the way. I am like so freaking exhausted, and I came on to stream anyway. I didn't really get too much organized, just those videos. Oh my god, look at this. Hassan offered Mudahar 100K to go to Gaza and strap a camera to him.
Dude, I might actually take Marsh with me to Gaza.
8:45 a.m. All right. Should I move on to the next thing? Should I move on? I'm gonna move on. Should we watch? I'm trying to think if there was the one other thing I wanted to do here. Oh. Was it in my bookmarks? I think it was this. Where did it go? Oh, this right here. Here it is. Getting in hella topics. Yeah, I'm trying. I wanted to stream. I was like really tired, and then I was supposed to stream last night, and then work called me in like last second and was like, "Hey, you want to film a show?" I can show who I filmed. Look at this. I filmed the main squeeze. This band right here. This is who I filmed yesterday. When I was supposed to stream, I got called to film this band like 3 hours before I went to stream or something like that. Super cool band. I don't know. They're like a psychedelic rock band. Shit was really, really, really cool. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. God, I forgot to do a whole segment. Holy shit. Oh my God, I completely forgot. Maybe I'll talk about this before I move on. I want to play this clip up here, and then I'll talk about this. Okay. Can I just say something too? This is not the topic. This is something else before it. Ethan Klein is officially running ads for Hassan. He did like a whole Hassan like merch ad, and he just cannot stop talking about Hassan. I saw someone comment and say like H3, it just stands for Hassan at this point, because Ethan cannot keep Hassan out of his mouth like every single stream. And like his fan base, look at this. 24K. I remember watching this, there was 38K. Shitloads of people just dropped off because they're getting bored. He just talks about Hassan all the time.
What a dumb, cringy.
Oh, yeah. That was another thing one of my normie friends said to me while I was on break. One of my normie friends who, like, I didn't even bring up Ethan, but one of my normie friends was like, hey, do you know who that Ethan guy is? And I was like, Ethan who? And they're like, he's like on the podcast. And I was like, oh, like Ethan Klein. And they're like, yeah. I was like, what about him? And they're like, is he addicted to cocaine? And I was like, what? They're like, yeah, he can't stop sniffing. I was like, and like, don't get me wrong. I get it. People, I know Ethan has tics. I know he has like things that are out of his control. But this is like a new thing. I don't know if like excessive sniffing is like a effect of like Ozempic, or I don't know what happened that is making him sniff this much. Because when my friend said that, I was like I didn't recall him sniffing. So I had to go back and watch him again, and I see this.
Please, can we just all point, make a circle around him and point and laugh?
Look at this. He's doing merch ads.
Can we please just fucking point and laugh at him?
He's doing merch ads for Hassan. This is so funny.
Dressed like that?
Because he's a fucking phony revolutionary LARPer, dude.
What is
I don't know what this funded by Disney thing is. Was that a dumb joke?
the concept? I'm so confused.
I don't know, but dude, like, you're not tough, okay? You're not leading a revolution. You're so embarrassing. And all of them are the same.
Oh, I realized my camera's covering here. Let me move my camera. Here. All right, I moved it. Look at this.
Wait, he's like, I've got a gun. I've got a sword. I'm leading the No, you're not, bro. You're not leading shit, dude. You're literally just trying to get paid right now.
I like the JPEG Mafia tweet where he said, Hassan's not getting shot with you, bro.
Also, I have this slight feeling that the crew members are slowly going to all leave the podcast. And they brought on this like Hassan Stalker recently, who's like a new member on the show. But Olivia, who's at Olivia the streamer, I think, has been getting a big audience going on her Twitch. So I think she's going to end up being her own streamer. I've been seeing Love crank out a bunch more of his own content, his own streams. I saw a clip of AB the other day kind of like throwing shade at pro-Palestinian people, which was really odd. He was like, I don't know. It was really strange. I commented something that people were like agreeing with on it. I'll see if I can find it. I'll play this clip and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But here.
Yeah, that was good. Exactly. No, Hassan is definitely not getting shot. That dude is not getting anywhere near a bullet. And God bless him, I'm not getting anywhere near a bullet either.
Let me see this one with the sword. Oh my god.
Yeah, bro. What are you? What are you doing with the sword there, bud? What year is it?
What does the shirt
Is this
say?
fucking?
This is like what your insecure and jealous friend does, you know? Definitely had follow AB. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the AB thing in
In
a
the
little bit.
1500s? This is so embarrassing. Guys, please point and laugh. Please.
Narrative overcomes truth.
And every single merch has to be some like cringe fucking
Oh my god.
like pseudo-revolutionary narrative overcomes truth. I mean, isn't he saying like lies and propaganda is the way to do it? Or he's saying resist the I don't know. Who gives a fuck?
I kind of like the art on that one.
I like the art.
I feel like Dan is gonna leave soon too. There's no way you can be a normal human and just having your boss crash out this hard. I mean, Ethan is literally going through like I want to say this is like not just like a crash out. It's like a mental disorientation.
Is Hassan sitting on his computer reading chat?
Yeah, I mean
in X-ray.
Yeah, I agree. The art is cool
The
in that
style
one.
is cool, yeah, but the actual art.
And then again, it's like more pseudo-revolutionary. The lobotomy will be televised.
In order to agree with Ethan, you have to be like 100p Zionist. I feel like at this point, I'm so blown away by.
And I'm wearing a
Ethan at
I'm
this
wearing a bungee. I'm wearing a USB cable for a belt. Why? Why are you doing that? What a dumb fucking creepy little weirdo.
Okay, I'm gonna show you the AB thing real quick. AB. Look at this. This was bizarre. This is on one of my days off the internet. He put this. Please read this thread. This is so horrifying. And it was like Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the IDF minister Israel Katz have insurrected the military to take forceful action against Hamas in the Gaza Strip. Medical sources in northern Gaza confirmed to drop site news that air bombardments are being heard across the entire Gaza Strip. God damn it. So he shared all this, right? And then shared a literal clip from it. I'm going to pause that because I don't know if that's... I don't think it's TOS, but... Yeah, you can hear it. At least 15-year-old children have been killed across Gaza. More than 34 killed in renewed airstrikes against Gaza. Several wounded, and they've arrived at the... Oh, man. Graphic images there. Oh, man. Yeah, this is brutal. So, this is what I said. I said, brother, please send this to your boss and his wife. Because obviously sharing this, and I think Ethan might not be too fond of this post for some reason. But then I commented and I saw it below. Someone said, you sit on a live stream every day, and I should move my camera again. My camera's in the wrong spot. You sit on live stream every day, mindlessly agree to your boss who pushes murderous Zionist propaganda. Thousands of people each day for hours at a time. You have no backbone. Brother, please show us Ethan. His smear campaign is actively trying to deplatform creators who are trying to bring this genocide to light. His content nuke specifically tries to draw the criticism away from Israel and its ongoing genocide of the Palestinians and dehumanizes Palestinians. Do you know this? Ethan has also been running his content nuke on Twitch, which is like averaging like 18 viewers, which I don't know if it's botted. It's just like the same 18 people just are like keeping it on in the background as if it has motion, but his content nuke on Twitch has absolutely no motion. In fact, I think even on one of the days I was on break, Ethan got banned off of Twitch for it because he didn't put the politics tag, the thing that he cried about for creators to get the politics tag. And then he didn't put it and then cried when he got banned. I'm like, dude, you're the one that made it happen. Ethan is literally going to Israel. Oh, yeah, and then here's another part of this. Ethan is literally going to Israel's family to film a propaganda tour about how it isn't that bad. How can you condone this? And people are getting...
uses the term himself.
The Western countries are basically backing up Israel's genocide and encouraging it and sanctioning it because the Israel government is fucking barbaric, genocidal freaks. And I hate them.
And some of those settlers need to go to fucking jail too for the unbelievable violence. Disgusting.
Settlers in the West Bank are religious zealots. They're monsters. They're genocidal. I've even said the West Bank settlers are valid military targets. When you talk about like colonial settlers and stuff, like that's what's actually happening in the West Bank right now. And these people are more or less valid military targets, in my opinion. And
oh
again,
my God.
I'm not.
These old Ethan clips. What are the comments like on this? What the hell? He wants to show you brainwash with a large population. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, so this whole Ethan thing is crazy. I feel like I'm going down the Ethan pipeline at this point. I will support any H3 employee that leaves the H3 pod. Until then, I don't take any empathy for the Palestinian people. What? That leaves until I don't take any empathy for the Palestinian. What? You sit on a pod with a man who harasses anyone who's anti-genocide. A man who wants to show the good parts of an apartheid state. Yeah, dude, look at this. Quit the podcast if you have any morality left. Like, isn't this a really weird post, isn't it? Yeah, I think people just want AB to like get the hell off the podcast. Oh my God, this comment's getting some motion here. I feel like this is my comment about the sniffing thing. I feel like he puts up through attacking Hassan and continuing to crash. That makes it so much worse. Like Hassan, I hope Ethan can stop crashing. This is not good for his mental health and the mental health of his family. Yeah. Okay. Should I get into my quick little talking point here? Then we can watch some sandwich. Okay. I'm surprised I made it to an hour already. Jeez. I want to stream on. I want to try streaming on Twitch. Maybe I'll try to do like frequent Twitch streams or something like that. What am I up to tomorrow? What am I up to? I'm grabbing coffee. No worries, maybe I'll try streaming more often. I don't think Dan, I know, he's like stuck as his producer. Yeah, I know. That was probably just copium on my part. I genuinely think you're right. That's just me being hopeful and wishful thinking. You're down to go to Twitch. Yeah, I was thinking about this. What am I doing tomorrow? Like stream on Twitch during like normal hours and then stream here whenever I can. Or stream on Twitch during normal hours and then post more frequently on my YouTube channel. I'm like getting the hang of the internet again. I stepped away from the internet for like 2 weeks. It takes me a while to get back to the internet. That's why this stream is so discombobulated today. And that's why I'm drinking a coffee this late at night. tomorrow. Oh, shoot. In my notes. Damn. Can I show you something really random? Rainforest Cafe. So, the Rainforest Cafe by me. Okay, the one in Chicago closed. Do you guys remember Rainforest Cafe? The one by me in Chicago closed. And then I just got word the other day that Hard Rock Cafe Chicago is closing. I walked in there the other day to get someone a gift. Don't worry, I don't shop here for gifts for people. It was like a very personal gift that made sense from a thing, my inside family joke thing. Is why I went here, to get someone a gift. But when I walk in here, the guy's like, yeah, we're closing it for good. And I'm like, huh? Like, it's actually kind of cool. Like, this is how it looks. We're, like, losing our sweet treats. We're, like, not that I'm, like, a big Hard Rock Cafe guy, but, like, when I was in China, this was, like, one of the few American places we could eat at. And they have them, like, everywhere, too. Like, I'm pretty sure it's, like, find another location. Yeah, look at this. They're, like, Middle East, Africa, Europe, South America, Caribbean. Like, they're all over the damn place. The next one's it's in Rock. See, and we're losing it. So I have it in my notes to eat at Hard Rock Cafe tomorrow, but I haven't found any friends to go with. But I've been socializing a lot lately. So maybe I'll find a friend to go eat there with tomorrow. If not, I'm going to come back and eat it on stream tomorrow, okay? Because I remember going there as a kid, and I want to see if the burger still tastes as good as I remember it. I did go there one time with a partner, like, way back. And I remember the burger was, like, really thin. And I wasn't too fond of it. Tuesday. Oh, shoot. Tuesday I won't be streaming. I'm off work a lot this week. So maybe I'll stream tomorrow. I'll stream Wednesday. I'll stream Thursday. Friday I might be doing I might stream this, or I might just make it a video. I haven't decided yet. Friday I'm having a whole bunch of friends over, and we're, like, doing, like, a friend video on my other channel. I think there's gonna be, like, 4 or 5 of us. I don't even know however many show up. Maybe 3 or 4. It's gonna be a big react session. I'll try to get them to live stream. If they don't want to live stream, then I'll make a video on my other channel of it. Saturday I'm off right now. I did ask someone to hang on Saturday. We'll see if they're down. If not, then Saturday I'm gonna stream. So a lot of stream days this week. Maybe I'll even get a video up. Maybe I can get myself back online, get back in the groove of things. But yeah, maybe I'll, like, stream early tomorrow morning or something on Twitch. Maybe I'll try doing that. I don't know how to get people into my Twitch channel. I need to make, like, a YouTube video first and tell people to go to my Twitch. I think that's what I have to do. I think that's the move. That's probably what I'll do. Make a video, tell people to go to Twitch, then stream on Twitch. But, all right, can I talk about something real quick? Maybe we'll watch the Sam thing together. So I hope someone makes it to this point. I know Meredith, I know you're here. Maybe other people make it to this point in the stream. But I've had this, like, weird thing I noticed lately. This doesn't have anything to do with the internet, but maybe people relate to this. I'm not going to come out and say this because I'm not, like, diagnosed, but a long time ago on this very channel, in an old video, I think I've said this before on stream, but in an old video on this channel, somewhere deep in the comments of a video that got, like, 40,000 views on it or something like that, someone commented something and they're like, are you neurodivergent? They're like, I'm not saying it to be mean, but I'm genuinely wondering because of the way that you, like, say that this is that and that and that and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, that's a very, like, neurodivergent type of thing to do. And ever since I got that comment, it made me wonder if I am. And I've just kind of had it in the back of my head, and I'm like, okay, maybe I am, like, on the spectrum somewhere. And I remember I took that, Meredith, you might have been here when I took that, like, autism spectrum test which is like not really a real test, but it's like a rough idea. And I wasn't even like that high up on it either. I was just like the low to like getting there point on that. But I don't know if there's like a neurodivergence test. But when I was out socializing with people in real life lately, I noticed the people that I get along with the easiest are other neurodivergent people or AUD what is it? AUDHD or like super ADHD people. And I noticed that it's like really hard for me to get along like face to face with people that are not any of those things. Not to say that like it doesn't translate over stream or like over the internet, because there's like people that watch me on the internet that are none of those things. I'm talking about like face to face in real life. Like it's a spectrum, ADD or ADHD. Yeah. And I don't know if anyone else has this too, but like I noticed especially when I was out the last 2 weeks, I hung out with like people that definitely are nowhere near the spectrum of it and people that are on the spectrum. And let me tell you, the people that are on the spectrum are the people that like I would just be like yapping with for like hours on end about dumb ass shit. And we would just be having the best time. Like we could be talking about nothing, or we could be talking about a billion different things and just like change topics like instantly. But the people that aren't, and like those people, I felt like I got bored of talking to them really quickly. And it's not a fault of them, or like, it's like definitely a me thing. And the other person senses it, is like quick to sense this. I don't know if anyone else has experienced this before, but it's like, I don't know if it's like embarrassing to admit, or maybe people, who knows, maybe this is something that like people talk about in therapy or whatever. I'm a very like, I like to think of myself as like a pretty aware person. Sure, I have my blind spots. There's things that, you know, I can catch myself in a moment of being unaware and be like, oh crap. But I think a lot about how I behave in the broader public and how the public's response is to how I put myself out there. And that's even a thing I do on the internet, right? I assess, like, for instance, one of those things I did with the internet lately is I've seen two of my friends get, like, totally obliterated off the internet. I saw Jake Doolittle get obliterated off the internet recently. I saw, you know, the Nick is not green situation kind of fall on him. Although I do think Nick can come back, and I'm going to be making a video on that. I keep talking about this big video I'm going to make. That's the video I'm going to make. A video about that, because I feel like I watched Nick from the start. And I thought about what the reasons they got like clapped off the internet. And when I was thinking about the way Jake got clapped off the internet and some people's responses to him, a lot of people were saying he got like, his tone got kind of like mean in videos. And I saw that reflected in a couple of the Nick videos comments. And I was like, damn, I hope I don't ever have that happen to me. Like, I don't want to be that like mean commentary creator. And I use that as an example to say, like, I assess how I interact with people in real life in the same way of like how I react to the things on the internet. This is how I react to things in real life and how people respond to that. And when I talk to someone that's not on that spectrum, do a Nick vid, Jake video, Jake hate is back. The only reason I can't make a Jake video, and I don't want to, is because like it feels really weird. Like I don't really like, as much as I know what he did is wrong, and I see those videos like popping off, and like as much as I want to make a video on it, like I know this is gonna sound really parasocial, but I know Jake a little too well. Like Jake and I have been on Zoom calls. Jake and I have done a podcast together. Jake and I have texted. Jake and I have worked together. Like, I know Jake, like, too well. and I know like Jacob Sharp and those guys know who I am, kind of thing. So yeah, I don't. That's kind of one of the main reasons why I don't want a Jake video. It feels too like close to home. It would feel similar doing that video as it would if I were to like make a video on my neighbor or something. You know what I mean? Like it's like, I know what he did is wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here being like, what Jake did is right. I'm gonna defend him. Like, no. I think what he's done is wrong, and I think he recognizes the blackmailing thing was wrong. I don't think he'd have a problem with me like telling him to his face that he did that is wrong. And there's a lot to talk about. Yeah. It's been on my mind. But the Nick video, I literally have a photo. Have I shown you guys this? I literally have a photo with Nick on my phone. Did I show you guys this ever before? Yes, no, maybe so. I have a photo with Dev too. Oh wait, I don't want to dox myself. God, I hate how phones do that. See that? And then look, I also have a photo with, oh my God, is that me skating? I have a video of me skating on my phone. I didn't know that. And then look at this. I think I have this on like my Hinge profile right now. a couple of Dev Lemons fans have. Come on. It's me and Dev. A couple of Dev Lemons fans have seen this and like mashed me and been like, "Oh my God, you watched Dev Lemons?" It's funny. But the Nick video, I want to make that video because I don't think that's a video. You guys were in the stream when I watched the Turkey Tom. This is what made me. I'm not a Turkey Tom fan, by the way. But does Nick is not green deserve a second chance? I think it was this video right here. Should Nick is not green be forgiven? I saw this video right here. And I'm not a Tom Dark fan, but the fact that Tom Dark was discussing should Nick be forgiven made me think I should make this video. I was going to make one of those like the rise and fall of Nick is not green videos, except I wasn't going to make them be like, fucking hell, mate, the rise and fall of Nick is not green. Nick is not green was a commentary YouTuber. The commentary YouTuber made a video that ended his career. When the super mega situation came up, he made a big mistake. It wasn't going to be like one of those. I was going to make it more personal and make it more like, because I've met him and like, I don't know if this is like another, like, I'm getting parasocial here, but you know when you guys like meet someone that you may or may not like, and you've spent like a adequate amount of time with, like, I spent time with like Gabby Bell, spent time with Nick, and I spent time with Dev, and I spent time with one of their viewers, who I'd only known over the internet before. And you know when you hang out with someone for like over an hour or so, like a period of time, you start to get a feel of like who they are and what kind of person they are. And I've watched Nick from like early on too. I've watched Nick since he had like 45 people in his Twitch stream. And I remember like kind of like one of those things where he'd respond to you, and I remember like talking to him through stream, and when I met him in person, he seemed like a really cool guy. And I didn't really have anything wrong. I think it's just a situation where Nick got like wrapped into this bullshit, and then it like kind of came falling down on him. Also, I feel like another thing, this might be my hot take, but I feel like this video kind of like screwed Nick over big time right here. even though like Jimmy Robbins did bring up a lot of points, Nick's apology, had like his fourth or fifth apology and was actually like pretty good. And Nick realized his mistakes, but I think what ultimately, I'll make a video on this. I should shut up. I should just make the damn video on this. I should just make the video on it. Yeah, I kind of miss watching Nick's channel. Holy shit, a ton of people are still unsubscribing. Should we look at that? Maybe I'll save that for the video. There's still a ton of people unsubscribing to Nick. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I don't know. I think if Nick can come back, he should come back to the internet. But what do you guys want to do? Should I watch a Sam video on stream or off stream? What do you guys want to do? Do you guys watch Sandwich? Are you guys Sandwich viewers? Sandwich drops vlogs like once in a while. Look at this. 7 months ago, 9 months ago, 6 months ago, and then today. What do we want to do, chat? I'm gonna leave this up to you guys because I could also get off a stream right now and watch it, or I can watch on stream with chat. I am getting a little bit sleepy, admittingly. What time do you guys go to bed, chat? What time? Never seen Sandwich. Sandwich is okay. I'm gonna show you Sandwich's streams, real quick. Sandwich does like a lot of like gaming streams, but it's a lot of like /Sandwich. But she also does like some gaming.
Thumbnail, I look at the description.
She's really cool.
I say fuck it, let's run it. Do you do
Sandwich
that
is
with Netflix and shit
arguably
too?
one of my favorite streamers.
Not really. To be honest with you, I don't watch a whole lot of movies and stuff, but
yeah, that's Sam. Sam put out a little vloggy vlog. Let's check, see what else is, hang on. Up to watch, staying up late to enjoy the live. I go to like 8 PST. Oh my god. Thank you. Jeez Louise, that's so nice of you. Maybe. Oh, new Emma Chamberlain. Nice. I like how I'm getting recommended my own video. Isn't that awesome? Wow, I feel like I'm about to sneeze right now. Hold on. I'm about to sneeze. Oh my god, why do I have that feeling going up my nose? Wow, that's hurting. Oh my god. Now I'm being Ethan. Sniffing. Have you guys been seeing the big slew of like talking head videos on the internet lately? There's like a lot of videos that are popping up just on YouTube that are like, here, wait, see if I'll find one. I don't know why I'm not finding one now that I mentioned it. They're just like people not doing thumbnails. Like a whole array of that. Let's watch this Sandwich video.
In a scene described by one investigator as reminiscent of a weird religious rite, 5 persons, including actress Sharon Tate, were found dead at the home of Miss Tate and her husband, screen director Roman Polanski. Miss Tate, who starred in Valley of the Dolls, was 8 months pregnant and was found in a bikini-type nightgown with a rope around her neck attached to the body of a man.
2 bodies inside, 2 bodies outside.
Among the other victims were Hollywood hairstylist Jay Sebring and coffee heiress Abigail Folger. Authorities would allow no one in an unofficial capacity inside the posh $200,000 home in the hills overlooking Los Angeles.
Hello. So we. Okay, wait, hold on. Who's that?
Oh, hey everyone.
Oh, wow. Hi.
So I just read this.
Oh, Caroline Kwan.
And it's all about.
Sandwich and Caroline have their own podcast, by the way. It's a really good podcast.
The 60s and the Manson murders, and that's where we are. Oh my God! Look at
Ridiculousness. Ridiculousness.
Look at you.
What is that?
Face cam.
Okay.
And shoulder cam. Isn't that ridiculous?
Monka.
It's heavy.
What is this?
Like, I took out like 9 pounds of it.
Really?
Yep. So there's like a wireless.
It's bigger than
thing
last time I wore it, but it.
What in the freak? Bro has a whole monitor attached to a GoPro. What the F? I'm a camera geek, and I'm like kind of geeked out by this.
Lighter. Can I just say my battery is now up to 21% again? It was at 24, then it went down to 17. Okay, I got here.
17 to 24, now it's
17, 24, 17, 21.
That's Jay Sebring's for it. These are the 2 original houses, and this is where we are right now.
Oh, okay.
So you know who Roman Polanski, right? The director.
No.
Rosemary's Baby.
Okay.
Pianist.
Right.
Very, very famous director. Piece of shit. Sharon Tate was his partner,
Mm.
and he was in
Mary.
Europe.
Margot Robbie.
From
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yes.
Wait.
That's a reimagining.
Is this that guy's IRL setup?
Reimagining of that.
What is
Is that what that is? An IRL streaming setup?
this blue thing?
That's what he's
That's
trying
what
to
it
figure
is.
out.
Oh, that's what you don't know.
That's what we don't know.
That's the question
That's
mark.
exactly. This was shot with a film camera, not with a digital. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
By the way, there was a raven that just flew right.
Oh, I love ravens.
Right there, they are. They're just flying in the canyon. You can see
Big
them.
boys.
Ominous.
Yes, they usually come up to visit. Don't want to give away anything more than that, but I do want to give you guys. What? That's the dead bell. You
So-
guys heard that again?
So David set that up before, just said, hey, I'm just going to keep this here if they want to interact. So if you want to give us a tour and let us know what we're in for.
Look on the ceiling.
Why does that look like an old Jason Nash? Am I tweaking out, or does this look like an old Jason Nash? I swear to God.
Above you, by the way.
Wow.
No way that was. Is this at Hassan's house? Is that Kaya? This has to be at. No. Is it? That's Kaya. This is not Hassan's
It's
house.
a very creepy hallway. I mean, it's uneven.
Maybe it's not even.
Like, it slants.
No. It's completely level. 100%.
What is in Caroline's
seem
hand?
like it's.
There's a bump in there from some root that's going underneath there, which doesn't make any sense.
Okay, my camera charged.
What?
Also, I don't know why. I'm like, God, I might go to bed early. Look at this. I'm literally wearing this whole entire stream. I've been wearing a blanket wrapped around my legs the entire time. I don't know what's going on with my house, but this house has been like really cold today for some reason, and I think it's like a setting on my Nest thing. Because I am so freaking cold. Like, my actual head feels cold. My arms feel cold. I'm in a sweater, and I'm wrapped in a blanket, and I feel cold right now, and I'm, like, really getting worried. And might turn on my little heater thing right now. Let's see. Nor, damn it. Hold on, I'm so freaking cold. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this, because I am so goddamn cold.
I'm so dead serious about this. My camera was at 17%. Now it's at 24.
What? It recharged.
It charged.
That's new.
Very,
It's weird.
Usually they take away your energy. God, this room is freezing.
That room is so cold.
Oh.
Oh.
Somebody's
What
yelling.
does that do? What is that?
That's not mine.
Hold on, if we back up, I think we might have been too close to it.
What the fuck? Did
That
I
thing.
just hear?
Bro.
Could we put it off?
Bro, my house got down to 58 degrees. No wonder I was this cold. Jesus. That's what I was doing on my phone. Holy. Wait, why did that... Jeez Louise, dude. I can feel my ankles.
No. Oh. Oh.
It's of course the Denims principle. It has a radiated energy field around the antenna, and I had it low since I didn't want to catch up any of our EMF signals from our phones. So that's why it's so low.
No, none of us were at the table at all.
Don't
That
do
was me
that.
and Carol. Sorry.
Was that Carol?
Yeah, it's Carol.
Carol.
She loves music.
Carol,
Oh, okay.
don't toy with the toys. See that?
It wasn't me. It was Carol.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, it was Carol.
Oh.
Ooh, this is creepy.
What was that?
You heard that. That was the
That
gosh
was
darn
awful.
piano playing.
That was awful.
Oh.
That was the worst day of my life. What is happening here?
For a steak?
Hello?
Oh, wow. There it goes. It's up to
This is
yellow. It's
creepy.
up to red. Guys.
Oh.
Jordan.
Oh, buddy. She's lit up like a Christmas tree.
Christmas tweet?
Christmas tree.
What's with you?
Okay, so what is the yellow? What does that mean?
It means it's on fire, baby. What's with you?
Wow. Incredible.
Amazing.
Listen, whoever's in this room, if you have any mushrooms,
Now is the time to do it.
now is the time to share.
Or any
Sharing is
drugs.
caring.
Okay, I did hear a little bit of something.
Oh.
Bro,
Was that the...
that's the piano.
Oh!
That's the piano.
Shit is trippy.
Hi. You want to come in here with us?
No way. Stop. No way.
Play the piano again?
No way. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Well, now it's just us. We're here to just communicate with you, and if you don't want to communicate with us,
They're playing a
chill.
bit. They're playing a bit. They gotta be playing the bit.
always
Guys, I'm going off to pick up the pizza.
Oh, fuck.
My God.
Thanks, David. That was crazy.
I need a little bit. Can I get a ding ding if that was funny?
C'était le 20 ans dans le palais d'antan, on allait danser toute la soirée. La valse musette, des balades au canal en revenant du bal pour boire un godet dans un petit troquet ou bien une guinguette. C'était le 20 ans dans le palais d'antan, il y avait des gamins, des petits gavroches, les mains.
So it has been the worst week of Oki's entire life. She had to go to the vet a couple days ago to get a shot, and then today I took her to the
Oki is Sam's dog, for those who don't know.
I bought this almost a year ago. It expires at the end of the month, and it's a year pass, which means I can go as many times a year as I want to. And I have gone once. And I just kind of like use the park as like my morning walk. I also bought sunglasses. Not bad. Really know my thing. I
I want to go to the
Before?
yeah.
pasta thrown over. Hi. I'm gonna make like a pasta salad. In concept, it should be good. It's like arugula with like some pasta thrown over the top, this kind, and then maybe some like cherry tomatoes and then just like basil and lemon. Like pretty simple but healthy. When I lived in Oregon, there was a donut place, and it was in Portland. And
Oh, that's funny. That's exactly how I have my key light. I have my key light facing the corner of a white wall too. Her setup looks eerily similar to mine. That's really funny. Camera over the monitor, 3 monitors. The mic over here on the left side. Her setup looks so similar to mine.
And it was called Voodoo Donuts. And every time I would go to Portland, I would get one because I really liked it. Well, come to find out, I'm not special, and it's actually a franchise. So they're all over the place. It's still like a reminder of home for me. So every time I go somewhere with a Voodoo Donuts, I'll grab one. So I got myself one. I've been getting the same one every time. It's called Dirt. And it's like Oreos with Oreos. Also, something else happened. It's kind of embarrassing. I do this thing, and I do this often, where I will park a car at a place that is like a parking garage, and I get so hyper focused on going to the place that I'm going to, I don't pay attention to where I parked. Luckily, my phone will keep track of where I parked my car generally. I came out of Universal, and I could kind of see where my car was, and I couldn't find it. And this is my new car. Well, it's new to me. It's not new. You know how when you've had a car for a while, you almost have like this, it's like a soul bond with it, and you can see it from like across the parking garage, and you just know, you're like, that small inch of metal, that's my car. Well, I don't really know my car that well, so I can see it, and I still don't recognize that it's mine. And so I'm walking around, I'm hitting the beeper. It's not as loud as my old car when it beeps, it just goes beep. When my last car was like, finally the valet guy, bless his heart, sees me and goes, "Ma'am, do you need help?" "Yes, please." And so he was like, "What's wrong?" I said, "I can hear my car beeping really faintly, but I don't know where it is, and I can't remember where I parked. I'm just like totally embarrassed." And he like sticks his head over, and he says it's coming from downstairs, which I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't remember if I drove up, I don't know if I drove down when I parked. I have to stir my pasta. So I went downstairs, got in my car, came home. Pasta night? No, I don't have like a pasta night. That's just what I'm eating tonight. You know what? It's pasta night. It's pasta night. Okay, pasta night.
Stacy's pita chips. She eating well. Olive oil's a must. If you're cooking anything, olive oil is the goat.
I'm kind of just winging this. I'm making like a combination of olive oil and garlic and lemon and basil with like some salt and sugar as like a really light dressing. I'm gonna put this pasta over the top of arugula, and then I'm gonna add
over arugula. Oh my god!
Like some chicken and maybe some olives, and then goat cheese and.
Okay, goat cheese. I'll pass on the goat cheese.
I cut up some cherry tomatoes and.
I can't eat tomatoes like that.
Pine nuts. I don't know. Pine nuts are weird, but they're so good. Okay, my salad is done.
Oh my god. Okay, she kind of cooked though. She cooking though.
Salad, and then it's time to set up the stream. So I'm trying to get a bite of everything. Okay, that's not a bite of everything. Nope, this is actually really good. I wasn't sure if the olives were gonna be good because I thought maybe the olives would like be weird with the other stuff, but it's really tasty and fresh, which is what I wanted because I've been kind of eating like shit lately, and also I'm gonna eat that donut later, so.
What's that camera mount? What is the mount coming out of her wall? Do I need that? Is that something I need? I have a clamp for the back of my desk that holds my camera. Did I ever do the 2-camera stream setup? I had it going for like a day. I don't remember if I streamed with it. I should do that again some other time.
Even know.
Alright. I'm gonna go to bed now. I can barely keep my eyes open. Oh, my brain is like not able to process normal human thoughts right now. I'm getting really tired. I'll come back to watch that tomorrow probably. Here is let's see.
Lolo.
That I've ever seen. Yeah, the Hoop Squad's finest, of course. So nicely done to Red Ditto there. Very impressive. Big fan of that man's gameplay, and excited to see him get a big dub.
All right, here's my Twitch, which I may or may not do tomorrow. Wilmax 95. Does it not just let me go to my twitch.tv/Wilmax? Dude, my house always is like it's gonna freaking fall over all the time when it's windy. Here's my Twitch. I'm gonna try Twitch tomorrow morning. Alrighty. I'll see you in the morning. My brain's working. Love you guys. Thanks for watching stream tonight. Thank you, Meredith. Thank you, Ryan. Hopefully we'll see some of our other favorites back here soon too. Hope to see run a blanket some of the names right now. Let's go back to the other streams. But anyway, catch you guys next stream. Peace.